Actually, it was a Thousand Suns was a lyric in the song, in the Catalyst, before it was an album title, before we even knew where it came from. One thing about this record is that I think a lot of the lyric writing and songwriting was more intuitive than it's been in the past, where we just kind of, let ourselves open to whatever ideas came up, and in the context of that particular song, The Catalyst, just the ideas were flowing and we weren't really editing them down, and that let them burn inside the fires of a thousand suns was a line, and then we looked it up and found all the different reference points, and it kind of pointed us in the direction of that. We did, at one point when we were writing it, we did some interviews where I think we called it a concept record, because at the time it was more, we were thinking that that's what we might be doing.
We were really, it was a sexy idea, making a concept record. It felt like we wanted to challenge ourselves, and that really felt, appealing. Well, I think that, naturally we kind of lean more towards the dark feeling of music. We like distracting sounds, and we like hard beats, and we like, it seems like we talk about loss and self-worth, and we've gotten really comfortable talking more about, things that are happening throughout our lives in the world that feel very aggressive and conflict-driven, and how the interpersonal kind of, how your inner conflict relates to the outside world and vice versa. We felt like all those things that we, talk about: death, forgiveness, holding on to your dreams, being oppressed. All of those things are mentioned, talked about in one way or another on the record. And I think that given the nature of the music, really the music kind of is what, for me, evokes a lyric or a melody, and then we tend to go with more aggressive sounding music in some places, and then let it be released in these really nice, optimistic, beautiful moments on the record as well.
One thing that we're trying to be careful about with this record is to let people know that it's not intended to be a preachy record. We're not talking about specific events in the world, social events, political events, even things in our own lives, because although at one moment we may have been writing about something that happened, when we came back to the song, we came back to the song over and over in the course of years. So each time we came back to it, we were in a different mind frame.